FVTV, that is Futbol Verse, and we are live. This is our first episode, so stay tuned. We about to get it in. The first question we have for today, guys, is Seria A, which is the Italian league, if you guys don't know, becoming a better league to watch than LaLiga since Ronaldo has left? So I'm going to start off with my first opinion, and I'm simply just going to say yes. And then I'm going to slide it to my man Richie right here. What do you think about that, sir?
You said Seria A better than La Liga?
Since Ronaldo left.
I'm not sure about that. I still think La Liga is better than Seria A. Honestly.
When's the last La Liga game you watched? Other than Barcelona or Real Madrid.
Well, what do we mean by better though?
Is it more?
I mean, it's obviously. Go ahead.
I think that Serie A has become more interesting because not necessarily because Ronaldo that's added to it, but because the other teams are starting to step up. Like Inter's made big moves. They brought in Eriksen, Lukaku. AC Milan's making big moves. So the other teams are trying to, stop Juve from winning their 9th league title in a row.
Yeah. I mean, it was Inter and Juve for a long time, going back and forth. Inter won a lot, and then Juve came back after they almost got... Well, they got relegated for a year. But since Ronaldo came back, I mean, they are showing Serie A games on ESPN now. Like, that's more frequent. And it's not just Juve games. Like, they had Inter and Lazio on the other day. Like, they're showing... Like, the popularity is growing, and that just shows, like... For me, personally, Serie A has always been a little bit more entertaining than La Liga anyways. I mean, that's just, my opinion, but... since he's gotten there, I would say it's better. It's made the other teams make bigger moves. Like, Ronaldo is a mega star come to Italy. Like, that was all centered around just making Serie A just a more marketable product. And you see that, like, ESPN, they're on ESPN, and, like, they're doing more coverage of that because Ronaldo draws that many more casual fans that may not have a team in Italy, but they'll watch because, and that league is close. Like, I thought Juve was further ahead, but... Like,
Seria A right now has been really, really entertaining to watch. If you are an Inter fan, I'm not really an Inter fan, but I'm a big Lukaku fan guy. Dude has changed that whole team. Dude has changed that whole team's dynamic.
Yeah, he has the best forward tandem.
He's kind of going off right now.
Tario.
He's that's way from him in Manchester United. He was a little bit bigger, but as soon as he came to Inter, he's probably lost at least 10 pounds. He just looks a lot slimmer.
Because Inter's been a breath of fresh air for this man, bro. Like, this man wasn't happy at Man U, bro.
So is the EPL falling off?
No. I don't think so.
I mean, the EPL is not exciting.
You don't think it's exciting anymore?
I think.
I mean, it's... No, I think 1 through 18 in the Premier League, like, anybody can pretty much win.
1 through 18?
Bro,
maybe
games
2
are
through
competitive.
18.
No, games are competitive. Liverpool right now, of course, they're winning, like,
I feel like
games they
4
shouldn't win.
through 18. Those top 4 are always competing.
I'm not necessarily. I'm not talking about necessarily.
You could say the
I'm
top
not necessarily
6.
talking about for like titles. I'm talking about just in a week in week out basis.
Yeah.
Man City can go to like a team
Sheffield
like
United
Sheffield,
and lose.
Birmingham, or like
That's
what's the
very
one
So
team?
anybody can win in the Premier League pretty much.
Any given week, like
Any
those
given
teams
week.
are set
That's
up
what
to
makes it
like.
exciting.
In La Liga, Serie
So
A,
does that-
those top teams, those bottom teams go there knowing like, okay, we're gonna have to sit back, like these English teams attack.
So it goes back to what I'm saying. So is it not entertaining? Like, is EPL falling off?
No.
Now that you know
England
that
is
even
number
a
1,
relegation
Serie
team
A,
can, win?
Bundesliga is up. Well, I don't really.
Richie, how would you rank the leagues in terms of entertainment?
English Premier League. Probably go with Serie A now. So I kind of changed my opinion now that y'all pretty much made me change my opinion on that. Serie A, La Liga, then actually Bundesliga, then La Liga.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I personally, it would probably be, just like he said, it would probably be the EPL, then it's a tie between Bundesliga and Serie A. Even though like Serie A, when you see Ronaldo come on, you're gonna watch that. But the games that Borussia Dortmund and
No,
it's
Leipzig-
lost to
Bundesliga
Leverkusen,
games are
too.
yes,
are
It's
crazy.
like
Like,
lost to
Bundesliga
Leverkusen.
games have always been kind of like
Yeah,
that, though.
Bundesliga's
Dortmund, Werder Bremen was up there. You
But
know,
it's like
Bayern.
Leipzig is also
it's
high,
like
too.
6 teams right now. They're like
Yeah.
even
Borussia
Bayern isn't
Mönchengladbach
even.
won the title, I think, with a few
Yeah,
years ago.
Yeah, they did.
So like that league is, but like I said, they have that marketable person, and a casual viewer, like people are not gonna watch the Bundesliga like they're gonna watch Serie A now. Because Ronaldo, if Juve is playing somebody, they're playing Inter, people are gonna watch that now.
Yeah.
that's true.
You know, Zlatan was there for a long time. He was like the same type of like figure that draw, but he still wasn't as big as Ronaldo's
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah.
That's like Messi or something going to like. If Messi leaves La Liga, I don't know what would
Yeah,
happen.
it's done.
That's the
That would be the
La,
end.
La
That's
Liga,
not
La
gonna
Liga
happen.
holds on to Messi like
That's a later.
a
that's
world
later.
treasure. Like if he left La Liga, the president will call and block that move. He will call the family, the agent, the president of Spain.
Yeah, La Liga would
Like,
go-
They
La
would
Liga
go in the
would go
grave.
down.
They would go in the grave.
La Liga
For
would
real.
go down.
it really would, bro.
La Liga
Who would
would
you
go down.
replace at Barcelona to get Leo? Like, who would you even replace Lionel Messi with? Who?
You can't
Neymar.
replace him with anybody.
Neymar.
Nah. You can't.
You
replace
literally
him like
can't.
that.
Neymar is not even. Up there.
Neymar is not
Neymar
even-
would be the choice.
Would
Yeah,
he
but
would
he's
be the
not-
choice,
but he's not
even.
but he's not
I'm not
replacing
gonna
Neymar.
go out my way to watch and get Fútbol
It's
or
just
BN
like, but
Sports.
it's just like you said. He said Neymar.
That
Do you
extra
go out of your
15.
way to watch PSG games?
Yes,
Yes.
I do. But
Okay, but
the thing about it is
that's
that
because they have all those.
PSG
Like,
is
if you
wild.
put
Yes.
Neymar on Barcelona now, are you gonna watch them like how you watch?
Of course.
No.
No.
Of course.
No.
Of course.
PSG
If you
has
took out
hella
Messi-
players, you're like, I'm gonna watch them because they have
Yeah,
hella players.
Mbappe, Di Maria,
Exactly.
Yeah, they have
Neymar.
Mbappe.
Barcelona has who
Messi.
other than-
Exactly.
Okay, so if you put Messi and are you saying if Messi left?
I'm
Yeah.
talking about
Oh,
like. I'm not talking about like from our perspective necessarily.
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
we watch a lot, but I'm talking about like a casual person that is into soccer that's gonna watch a game just off the random. They're not gonna watch a game just because Neymar. But if they see Ronaldo, Messi, they'll probably watch that. Especially if it's being televised.
Like rotating a lot.
Yeah, and I personally, I don't rate how, like, the teams they don't take the cups like serious
Seriously, yeah.
because it's the FA Cup. You give me. It's not like Carling Cup or whatever the other.
No,
terms
FA
are.
Cup, right? It has
It's
a lot
the
more
F-
history. Yeah.
a lot more history, and it's like it's not a guarantee you're gonna win the Champions
Yeah.
League, especially for Man City.
Yeah.
They are choke artists in the like they. I'm sorry.
They are.
They are.
And in the Champions League.
They
And
get
in the
the-
Champions. Yeah, that's what he said. Like,
In the Champions League, they get the easiest road every year. I
Got
don't know
robbed
how.
last year though.
They get Shakhtar every and
And
Zagreb.
how that
What
works.
a Dynamo Zagreb every year, bro.
Whoa.
They get them every
Shakhtar
year.
creates a lot of players. Fernandinho,
Yeah,
Willian.
good.
What
That
do
don't
you
mean
mean?
they-
All those Bernard who scored a banger.
And
At the
how
weekend.
much Man City be putting? What 7-2 on aggregate every
No,
every
no,
group
they
game?
played us tough, bro.
Yes,
They
buddy.
played us tough.
Matt
bro.
Sterling's knocking in
Yes,
hat
it's
tricks.
Bro, Sterling is good like that.
No, but he
Ah.
can do that on teams like, but he goes missing in big games.
Yeah.
That's another
That's
thing.
that's true.
But
that's very.
He
true.
can do that. You guys playing Dynamo Zagreb and Shakhtar every group doesn't prepare y'all for the Barças and Juves that y'all want to
I mean,
be.
that's probably
Y'all-
true,
y'all
but
probably
we would have
could've-
made it through if VAR not existed. Like,
Oh my.
Oh.
I mean,
that
a
was
lot
a
of things
clear.
could have happened.
That was a
Yeah.
clear
A lot of things could happen if
handball.
VAR
That was a
wouldn't have-
clear handball.
I mean, but you could say that about any situation. If
Any
VAR wasn't
situation.
there,
You can look at PSG.
way
back
if
at
VAR wasn't there, like this
VAR
could have
just
happened.
was a
It's the
champion
rule
last
now.
year.
Like you know
That's
what I'm saying? Like
a
it's the
different.
rule
That's a
now.
discussion for a different.
Right.
VAR.
PSG
Yeah.
was robbed for years.
But
We
you talking about
about
Liverpool being? I don't think they're gonna go unbeaten.
I
in
don't.
the Premier League.
I don't either.
I don't think.
Are you
I
saying
don't-
that because you're an Arsenal fan?
A little bit.
50%, yes, because I'm an
Yes.
Arsenal fan, but also realistically speaking, it's like if I feel like at some point they are gonna choke. It's like even some of these lower teams as well. Like I'm looking at like not necessarily lower teams, but like Everton is still a rivalry game.
Yeah.
It's not about to be easy,
Everything's
easy.
up there, and Carlo Ancelotti is their coach.
Honestly,
Exactly.
They roll over everything every year. So
Look at that.
You
I
gotta
can't
look
even
at the
see
competition,
Everton doing
like you were
anything.
talking about.
Only teams that I see that might do something is probably Man City, maybe Chelsea, or maybe Arsenal.
It's not even
Something
only
like
the
that.
big teams. You have to just take into account the fact that they're going to be competing in multiple
Yeah,
different
that's what I'm
competitions.
saying. Like the
And
champions-
they
wear
already
and
have a
tear.
huge gap in the league. It's not that
They're gonna
they
rotate.
can let one game get away
Wear
from
and
you.
tear, bro. You're gonna start seeing Lallana's
But
starting.
what you're saying is the talent that they have, they're gonna let a team like Sheffield beat them.
It's
Because-
possible.
Yeah.
Sheffield is good.
tough.
I understand Sheffield is good, but I'm saying the talent that you're
Yes.
thinking of, like you're saying they're gonna slip
To
up.
me personally, I don't think Liverpool's as
Like-
deep as people make
like,
them
are
out.
we really, like-
No, me neither.
I don't. After their
In what
first
positions?
11,
In what
No,
positions?
they have a
They have-
decent
they have
bench.
a
like
bench.
two
Are you
or
kidding
three.
me?
They do have a decent
If
bench.
Van Dijk gets hurt, who's going in?
Matip?
What do you mean?
And they have Gomez.
Gomez.
They
man.
have
Hey, Gomez is
they're
a
good.
dog.
Lovren.
What?
Bro.
Lovren as well.
Lovren is
They
pretty
do.
good.
They
He's
do
not
have.
bad.
They do have the ability to rotate,
then
but
in the
it's
midfield,
not
then.
as good as their first starting 11
Of
for
course.
sure.
But their
Yeah.
midfield is.
But
pretty-
that's what I'm
I
trying to
think
say.
their midfield
If they were to
is
go
the
unbeaten,
most-
you need those fringe players to come in and be like pretty much starters on other teams.
I think
Those
they have
guys
that,
on their
though.
bench
They
wouldn't
do.
go to
They
other.
do.
They wouldn't go to other teams and be starters.
Who? In
I think they. No, I think
Yes,
they have
would.
that.
What?
Because
Someone like
wait,
Keita.
In the-
Keita doesn't
Keita?
start.
I'm talking about
That
in
means
their
Go
own.
in.
Shaqiri
Shaqiri
could
can't
start.
I'm
sniff
talking
the
about,
pitch.
I'm talking about in their own league though, amongst the
Yes.
other top
Yes.
teams.
Shaqiri?
They would.
What?
Shaqiri and
Are you
wait.
They
I would take
So
Shaqiri
Shaqiri-
Arsenal right now. right now. Over Reece Nelson.
I said the top team.
Over
I didn't
Reece
say
Nelson.
Arsenal.
Oh.
I like that one.
You know Arsenal, Tottenham. We're talking about teams that have
We're
won
talking about
leagues.
top 4 players. You know what I'm saying? That's a discussion for another day. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all would take a lot of players.
Hey, Eric is on a roll, bro.
No, I can't be going like that. I cannot be going like that.
So everyone agrees that Liverpool isn't going invincible.
No, we
except
don't
for
all
Melvin.
agree. Okay, yeah.
Except
No,
for
I
Melvin.
think they could.
They could.
I mean, we're
No,
not
I
talking-
don't agree
We're not
either.
talking about
You
could.
think they could, right?
No, I don't think.
Okay,
Okay,
they,
okay,
that,
okay.
they won't. Nah, I don't think they
A
will.
lot of their
How many
games have been
It's possible,
close
but
all
not.
year.
How many
Exactly.
games have been played so far?
Over 30.
No, they won so many games.
No, this is the league. I'm
2-1,
talking about the league.
1-0. Like, bro, they're
That's
not
the
gonna
plan.
run the whole year.
That's the
When it's
plan.
over.
They're lucky Man City's have a lot of injuries this year.
Oh.
I don't think. I don't think if
It's
Man
like-
City
I don't
decides
think
to win
Liverpool's too worried about Man City.
They're not now. That's what I'm saying. They skated through a lot of.
Bro,
the
they
years.
have one draw the whole season.
Thank you.
24 wins.
Thank you.
That's pretty wild.
Thank you.
I'm not
Like,
gonna.
can we please,
That's like some
That's why-
FIFA, like literally. Like,
can we please put in perspective?
That's what I'm saying. It's possible. I don't think it's gonna happen, but it's possible. It's
Bro,
very
if
possible.
they do go invincible, bro, this will be the
The
wildest
greatest-
point tally I've
the
ever
greatest.
seen. This
And
actually
to-
be the
and to
greatest
think about it,
point
no,
tally I've
I'll
ever
put
seen.
it. They're not gonna break our record from 2 years ago.
from 100 points.
Nah, it was more than 100.
It was 100.
points. It's
bro.
100.
It
They're
was-
quarter
yeah.
breaking.
And
Yeah,
y'all,
they're
and y'all
in
lost
the
a couple
70s they have
times.
right now?
They're in their 70s right
They
now.
had
right?
73.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
Yes.
So they have to get 27
Yes.
points out of how many games left?
They have about 15 games.
Yeah, we have. I think how many games?
What,
is in,
25, so 25, 38
36?
games. So
Like 13 games?
13 games.
Yeah,
Bro.
They would.
They
Bro.
would have to basically win like.
So more,
Basically all
No, okay.
the
So
games.
can we really
they
think
just
about
need
this
they
right
need
now?
to win 10 games.
That's
So
it.
so the whole
10
20,
games,
the whole
Like
20.
10 games.
Listen,
They will break that.
they
record.
will break it.
They're breaking that.
They will
record.
break your record.
23 players go to practice, not thinking, okay, the starting 11 is only going to be the ones to perform. They're all performing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's true.
They're all performing
But
at
he
practice
hasn't rotated
in order.
their squad a lot this year at all.
He
He
has.
has.
He has.
That's what I'm trying to
He
get
actually.
to you.
They have.
He has.
I think
In the
Klopp
Premier
does a
League?
great job
He
of
does.
rotating.
He
Like he
rotates.
actually
What?
makes Origi
Have you
feel like
seen-
he's a
Yeah.
starter
Star.
player.
Well, first of all, it's easier for these coaches to do that now because they have all those lactic tests they do. Oh, don't play this guy because his lactic levels are too high. So they take that guy out. it's not like he's doing it based on the fact that I need to rotate the squad to keep everybody involved.
He's a player manager.
He's a player. Exactly.
He does that to get the
He
players.
really does that to make them feel like they're part of the team.
Confidence.
He dead be doing that.
Like,
He will play Origi. He will play Origi in a derby for no reason.
He keeps everybody happy.
Yeah,
And that's what makes his squad play way better.
Exactly.
They actually even are.
Shaqiri at Stoke City would have put in a transfer request last year.
Come on. Come on.
I mean,
But
You think Shaqiri right now is upset that he's not playing?
Of course, but he's not doing anything outside of that.
No player's gonna be that like Mahrez last year. He wasn't upset that he.
Oh no, he
Yes,
was
he
upset.
was.
He was talking to media. He was saying he should have went to
Guardiola was
Arsenal.
always commending him on how he's always professional. He's always prepared. He never. And
He's
he
just
didn't
protecting
complain.
his
He
player.
waited for his opportunity. He knew there were two better players, and they were winning. If they were losing and then he's still not getting picked, then that's when you'd be like, so Shaqiri is not getting picked because it's Salah and what's his name starting in front of him. Why would he complain?
Mahrez
And they're winning.
So it's a system that's working for everybody.
It's easy when you're winning.
No,
Rotate.
it's
I
they do it
keep
effortlessly.
And
Yeah,
force
that's
the
true,
key
though.
players
They do
on the
it.
bench.
Okay,
That's
but that is true. But they do it effortlessly, bro. 24 wins and one
Are you a
draw.
Liverpool
It's
fan?
not
Hey,
effortless.
I mean, I'm just speaking the facts
You
here.
can say
I'm
the
speaking the facts here, bro.
I don't
You know
think
what
it's
I'm saying?
effortlessly.
I
Like
think so.
they
bro.
like
So
all the
the
games I've
system
seen.
works.
The Premier League and VAR want Liverpool to win the league.
Thank you.
I mean,
Go
but
undefeated.
Thank
And
you.
go undefeated.
Thank
Bro,
you.
that's
Why
the
did you
best,
say
bro.
that?
They're the best
Because
team.
I've
though.
seen
because
the
it's
team.
facts.
I've seen the
They're
games
the
and they
best.
deserve
No.
to win all these
They're the
games,
best team.
bro.
Nah,
They
No
are
cap.
the best team. That's not.
You're
a cap
discrediting
on-
them
cap.
with what they are
Even
doing.
with Mane
You
diving,
are.
getting
Dive,
penalties.
Mane
Diving.
diving. Mahrez don't dive. Sterling doesn't dive. What are we talking
Aguero?
about? What are we
Doesn't
talking
dive.
about?
What?
Sterling doesn't dive.
I said Aguero.
Hey, bro.
I said Aguero.
We gonna move to the next game.
I said Sterling and Mahrez.
Sterling be
Oh.
diving like it's a swimming board, bro. What are we talking about, bro?
This man said a swimming board.
So, okay, we're gonna go around the room and say if Liverpool's gonna be invisible. Sam?
Speak from the heart,
No,
Sam.
I don't think so.
Hell no.
Eric, what the hell now? Also?
That's a hard question, man. That's a
Bro,
hard
we been
question.
talking about it.
I know. That's the
Come
thing.
on,
That's
bro.
the thing. All that, we said about the VAR. VAR's been helping them, but at the same time, they deserve that win too. So I'll say no.
Okay. Melvin.
Why did you say all of that and say no? Absolutely yes, and I'm a Chelsea fan, and I know how they're playing. Absolutely yes. Go ahead, say no.
Next time you come, put a Liverpool jacket.
Exactly.
Nah.
We bleed
Nah,
blue. Here.
nah.
We bleed blue. Here.
It doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
But nah, I don't think so.
I'm gonna look into the camera. North London is red, so.
Ah.
So yeah, it's a nice red no for me, bro. It's a full stop when it comes to Arsenal. Thank
This
you.
man cannot even look at the camera and say no. With a serious face.
No. I
London
wanted
is
to
red. Talking
know.
about London is red.
All right, bro. We go. As great as a player that he is, I still don't think he's better than Neymar on PSG. I'm sorry. I think Neymar, when you watch PSG's games, and I make an effort to
Let
watch
us see.
PSG's games, okay? When I tell you Neymar, when he's playing, they're a whole different type of team, and he's the main focus on the team. Mbappe does put in the goals, don't get me wrong, but Neymar will get the assist. He will start the move. He will even finish the move. The man literally makes PSG the top tier team. Mbappe is just a speed demon finisher. I would say
this is
that.
what I'll say.
That's not even a
This-
question.
I'll
though.
say-
Isn't the question is if he should stay there?
Yes, but I'm just saying, in terms of implications for his future, like, if Neymar does stay, will he even still be the best player on there? Because at this point, he's getting paid more than Neymar. And you know that's not going to sit well with Mr. Santos.
But do you think he should stay there?
Do I think?
Yes. You think they're-
For a couple years, yeah. He's only, what, 20. Yeah, so for a couple years, he has time. He could stay there until he's 23 and finally decide to move to Real and, you know, pick up a couple trophies, obviously. After Messi's done, it's going to be an easy lead to win. So,
That's true.
let's be
You
honest.
talking about Mbappe going to Real Madrid?
Yeah, it's set in
only-
stone.
Or
I
Chelsea.
mean, Real Madrid always is interested in everybody. They could definitely pay him that same amount of money, but
see that happen.
Yeah.
they're trying to hurry up and pay him now while he hasn't even technically reached his prime
It's-
yet. So they're trying to pay him now to like discourage other teams because if they sign him, you know he's gonna be like, I want this or more.
Exactly.
I'm gonna want 50 million a year or 60 million because he knows these teams can pay for it.
I
But-
personally don't think
Yeah,
Real will pay 44 million a year.
they need a Ronaldo.
They will
replacement.
easily, yes,
will.
they
They
will.
will have,
will,
no,
easily.
they will probably have to like cap, cut some of those players down. Put
Yeah,
players like
Real Madrid has no
Modric.
problem doing that.
Yeah, they
have
don't.
no problem
They'll do it with
that.
a smile on your face. They be like,
They'll
yo,
sell. They'll sell.
Lucia.
It's
Hey.
coming.
Hasta la vista.
Modric? Bale? Bale?
I'm happy. Bro, why is
Hasta la vista!
There, bro.
Oh, I forgot about
I must be the first one to go.
Oh, James Rodriguez.
I forgot you still play.
You say you Zizou, son? You're gone. Coach's son? Gone.
There's a lot of people they can honestly clear right now.
Exactly.
For real.
I forgot about Isco.
Bro, they have some.
They have a lot of players that they would be willing to
Asensio
offer.
still injured?
Bruh. Yes, Asensio's still hurt. They have a whole nother starting 11
Yeah.
other than their starting 11.
Never
I
mind.
think
I'll take that back.
I think like
I'll take that back.
I think between Real and like Barca, it's always like a race to get the biggest
best,
player,
yeah.
and that's the only thing that makes those teams attractive to me, like their caliber of players. Because honestly, if Real doesn't get the next Ronaldo, they're probably gonna choke. Like they're literally gonna be sick. Like if they don't get like the next Ronaldo
Since Ronaldo's left, that effect it's had on the team.
Of course.
I mean,
on the whole league.
because it attract you attract by having one player, you attract other
Yeah.
players. Like Juve is gonna attract so many more players, more than they even did before. Like
Yeah.
most top flight players, when they're gonna go to another league and they say Juve. I mean, they would think to go there first if they're gonna go to Italy. But now, because Ronaldo's there, you can attract like even more players to come and want to play. And he's still he's older, but he's still like fit. He don't really have. So he'll play for another few
He's an
years.
animal, bro.
So, but I mean, for Mbappe though, I mean,
yeah.
is he better? You
I think
Chelsea.
Mbappe
You think
should
Neymar's
move.
better?
And you know what's
I don't
crazy? You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Mbappe went to PSG because he knew Neymar was going there.
Mhm, yeah.
It's not even the same effect with
It's not the
Mbappe,
same.
and that is my point, bruh.
Oh.
I don't see how. Even when I watch the games, I will tell you this right now. I rate Mbappe very highly. He's gonna be a Ballon d'Or winner for sure. Whatever, but he is not the best player on PSG, and there's no reason how he should be getting paid more than Neymar.
That's
No
a
reason.
fact.
I
That's a
think
fact.
I think Neymar is the best player, but I think Mbappe is the most important player on that team.
Important player. That's a
I
very
think
good
I think
vote.
he's the most
I
important
think
player
that's
on that
cap.
team.
I think that's
No, no,
cap.
no, no.
I don't agree.
That's very true.
They have no hope of winning the Champions League without
He
Neymar.
didn't want to play
I
a game
totally
because
agree.
of his birthday. Like,
Yeah,
like that's
that shows you-
dedication.
That shows you how
No,
important he
Mbappe's
is.
Mbappe
playing-
is the child of Paris
Like,
or
come
France
on.
or whatever. He's the most important. He's the player that makes that
See what
crowd
I'm saying?
fall in love
Of
with that
Brazil.
team.
Literally.
What is
Literally.
Neymar of Brazil?
But no. What
He's
he's
an
saying
outsider.
is, no. What
He's
he's
an
saying,
outsider.
listen. What he's saying is,
Brazil.
Neymar would be like
It's the
Neymar.
same
would-
thing with Messi at Barcelona and Neymar. That's why he left.
Thank you.
Messi's the
PSG
child
had a
of
lot of
Barcelona.
notable Brazilians
Neymar
on
could
the
never
team.
usurp that.
So you're telling me that Neymar is living under Mbappe's shadow?
Of course not. That's not
no,
what we're
no,
saying.
no, not
We're just
right
saying
now, though.
it's literally not his team, bro. Neymar would literally pick up his bag one day and be like, I don't want to do this anymore. Mbappe can stick through the thick and thin. Like, that's what I'm saying. Neymar will be like, I'm ready to leave because of whatever it is. Mbappe can literally give them what they need to do.
I
bro.
promise you right
That's
now.
called ego.
Think about
Ego.
it. Remember last season?
Thank you.
Remember last
You
season?
hear what he said. That's
Remember
literally
last
his
season?
ego.
Literally
His ego is
man.
stopping him from
get
being
that-
greater.
You get that ego when you understand that you are
Better than him.
literally
No.
one of the biggest. He's literally
Hold on,
one of
wait,
the
hold
biggest
on,
players
hold
on the
What'd
club.
you say?
Who was that?
You were about to say
What was I saying? I just forgot.
The ego comes not from like him. He's good, okay, but society gave him that ego that he
He deserves the ego.
Okay, he
he's,
doesn't
he's
deserve
literally
all like
Wait,
where
in this
like,
hold on,
come
hold
on,
on,
thank
hold
you.
on.
in this
Thank
modern
you.
age.
Whoa.
In this modern age.
Hold on.
He
In this modern
deserves
age.
the
Neymar
ego.
deserves
Yes.
that?
He deserves the ego.
And
I don't know about that one.
What are we talking
I don't know
about?
Come on.
Remember
What are we
last
talking
season?
about? There's no other
He's a
Brazilian
great player.
There's no other Brazilian player since like the
I was
Ronaldinho
about
and
to say.
Kaká and Ronaldo era that we looked at and been like, this could be the guy for Brazil.
And that's the reason why I feel
And
like
he's
he hasn't
delivered.
lived- No,
He has-
he's
He's
not
delivered.
lived up,
He's
not
won.
delivered,
He
no.
has not won a World Cup, but he's
Everything else.
won
He hasn't
every
won a
other
Champions
thing.
League. He hasn't won a Champions League.
Like,
That's
he's
an
been
individual
asked.
club.
No,
That's
Barcelona.
individual club.
You're talking about
we're talking about
PSG.
being the
You're
main
talking about
man.
PSG.
the man, bro.
He was at PSG. What happened, fam?
He's gotten injured
What
every
happened, bro?
time.
That's another
No.
thing.
And that's even-
That's
no.
about his dedication too, though. That has to do with that.
You want to go
That-
party
it
on your
plays a role,
birthday?
Yeah, that plays
You want
a
to
role.
go
in-
party on your birthday instead of hitting the
He didn't
fucking
get
Everybody
injured.
knows.
He didn't
Everybody
get
knows
injured off of his
Brazilians like to
birthday.
party.
No, he didn't.
He gets
They all
injured.
do.
He got injured because he literally takes damage on the field like
No,
it's
he puts
nothing
himself
else.
in that type of
That's
predicament.
himself
Ridiculous.
putting himself in that
Thank
position,
you.
bro.
Ridiculous.
I always said this man holds on to the ball way
Thank,
too
bro.
much, bro.
That-
But
Way
that's
too
his
long.
style.
I
Ronaldinho held on to the ball way too long.
I understand that.
He played like somebody else I know. Well, we won't say any names. But no, it's nobody here.
Oh, I was about to say.
There's nobody here. There's nobody here. But he does, like Richie said, hold on to the ball. And then
once you hold on to the ball,
asking-
you're putting
and he
yourself in that
does taunt.
situation to get
He does
He
taunt.
taunt. Yeah, he does
And
taunt. He
on the
does
ball,
taunt,
which
yeah.
is like a Brazil. But unless you're built like, you know, how a lot of Brazilian forwards were.
Like, you're not
Hey,
built like Seydorf or something. Like you, like
He
you
not
can't
even
be
built
doing
like
that.
Ronaldo.
Like, come on, bro. What
Dad,
are you doing?
No
Yeah,
wonder why
literally.
he gets injured all the time.
Thank
Wonder why
you.
know he's injured,
He gets
bro. That's
kicked.
himself, bro.
Yeah.
He
I think-
does it to himself.
I think it's very, very wrong that we're not giving him credit for
yes.
expressing the art of soccer. Like that's literally what you
But
want to watch
You're
on
not gonna
screen.
find a
I
bigger
don't want to
Brazilian
watch.
fan than me, bro. But
No,
I'm
I'm
gonna
just
tell
telling
you,
the truth.
Y'all seen when he got that
That's a
yellow
very
card
great
when he
point.
did the rainbow flick?
Literally, the ref gave him a yellow card for
doing a rainbow
successfully
flick.
doing a flick over another player. It's not like he fouled the other player.
He just
He did a
rain
trick
blow.
and the ref said you can't do tricks. That's ridiculous, bro. That is taking the art out of soccer.
That's very
This is
true.
an artistic sport,
That's
and
very
that's
true.
what I want to
So
watch.
all you were saying was why is why is Mbappe getting paid more? It's just because Mbappe's contract came up at this time. When Neymar's contract needs to be renewed, I don't think he's going to be at PSG that much longer. Anyways, but if it were to be renewed, he would probably end up getting more than 41 million.
And then also,
That's
Mbappe
just-
has way more upswing for him.
Yeah, he's only
way
20.
more. He's
how old
only
is
20.
years
Neymar is
old,
almost at the
bro.
end of his
21.
prime.
To me, that's
He's
crazy
almost at
to
the
think.
end of his
I
prime.
thought Mbappe was like 23, 24. Bro.
Mbappe-
No.
Mbappe.
Yeah, Neymar's how old? Like
28.
20.
He just turned 28.
Neymar
Yeah,
is- no,
he's almost
Ney-
at the end of his.
I'm gonna tell you right now, okay? Neymar is a household name. It's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
Mbappe might one day get there. Might one day get
He's
there.
there.
Mbappe's there.
He's there.
He's not
there. He's
there.
a top five
What?
player.
He doesn't even have
He's a top
more.
five
He doesn't
player.
even have more.
Mbappe's a top 5 player in the world.
He's
Bro,
already-
when
Yes,
you think of
top
on
France,
the field.
when you
On
think
the
of
field.
France, when you think of their national team, who do you think of?
Pogba.
Nah, I think
No.
Mbappe.
Bro.
You're
Mbappe.
right.
It's Mbappe.
It's
Mbappe.
Mbappe.
It's Mbappe. Pogba.
You said Pogba, bro.
You really just
No,
said
no one agrees with you.
Yeah, nobody
Nah,
here.
you're on your own.
Nobody
You're on
here
your
agrees
own.
with you, bro. That's wild.
Nah,
That's just a
bro.
question
I'm
you
sorry.
gotta ask.
I'm
It's
sorry.
just like when you think
Maybe
of France
Man U
back in the
ruined
day.
Pogba
Who did
because-
you think of?
Definitely.
Maybe
That's
they
that's
did.
another-
No,
that's another
no, I'm
Zidane.
sorry, but maybe Man U ruined
Zidane
Pogba.
and Henry.
Yeah.
bro.
Because I was watching videos of Pogba smash the ball from 40 yards, and we were all saying Pogba to everybody who looked like Pogba on the field. I haven't called anybody Mbappe, bro.
You're
Like,
you're
please.
talking about.
Let's
That's
not
a rarity.
Are you
That's a rarity that you would call somebody.
Like, are we
Mbappe.
kidding me
Are
right
you,
now?
are you talking about Pogba's Juventus days, bro?
Bro,
Is that what you're talking
I'm,
about right now?
I'm
When
talking
he
about the
wasn't the
same
main
man that
man
was
on the
linked
team.
with Real, just like Mbappe. Like, we're talking about a whole Paul Pogba, bruh. I'm not talking about Man U, dodgy injuries,
But
penalties missed.
that's what
for
you
the
have
last
to. That's
year.
the most recent Pogba we know.
That's
You're asking us to forget those type of facts. That's
Yeah.
And it's not just been a year, bro. It's been like
2-3
years.
years.